Watching evil Power Rangers in the form of anime is something my childhood self would be completely freaking out about. I was freaking out. This is easily one of the most unique stories of anime I have ever seen. I would say just in media in general. Not only this, but the ending of season 1 was one of my favorite endings for a show ever. If you're new here, I am HR Godspeed. I create anime videos on YouTube from breakdowns, reviews, and finding concepts within anime that we can relate to our own lives. Let's get this video started. Unique storyline. I'm going to explain this storyline because it's everything I did not expect it to be and more. This world, as you know, have rangers. These brave rangers protect the world from evil and are the bravest that mankind has to offer. They inspire kids and courage, and as well as broadcasting a whole show where people get to eat baseball food while seeing the forces of evil get crushed by the rangers. They see their heroes beat evil, and they promise that this evil will never touch them, even if they're in the stands, literally face to face with one of these monsters. People see the Rangers on a huge blimp in the air and get excited to see the Rangers in the arena fight off evil. Yeah, these Rangers are powerful beings with their abilities, but have achieved a huge business orchestrating the forces of evil to fight them in an arena. A movie almost every single week. And these forces of evil have no choice but to follow in these schemes or they'll be killed. Yeah, this shows everything I did not expect and more. Let's go to the very beginning of the story. This world had monsters infiltrate the world 13 years ago. At first, they were a genuine threat to humanity. However, after the Rangers decimated their ranks, the few surviving monsters were forced into a humiliating charade. They must create one new monster every week to challenge the Rangers in a staged, never-ending conflict. You remember, they have these huge blimps advertising everything, baseball-like snacks, and whole stands filled with people watching the event. The Dragon Keepers, that's their official name, are the Earth's ultimate defenders. Each of them are granted powers by the divine dragon, a mystical entity that chose them to protect humanity. Here within the tribe of monsters is the main character of the story. His name is D. And no, that is not a sex joke. D's character is someone I really like because unlike the rest of the monsters, he's the only one who wanted more for himself. He was tired of being forced into play and having to participate in this event every week. He has no freedom, being a slave to the Dragon Rangers. So he plans an escape, and everyone basically says he is crazy for even having the idea of wanting to do this. They say this because these monsters are quite weak compared to the bosses who got taken down by the Rangers. The only real power they have is shape-shifting into people. D does not care what anyone says, and he still wants to escape this brutal loop. He's trapped. And for being weak, my man is very ambitious because remember, these Rangers have insane powers. And I didn't even mention they have whole regiments of soldiers that guide them as well, which is insane. So there's 5 Rangers, each Ranger has a different color. Each Ranger's color is a different section of whole soldiers, and they all specialize in different things. A lot of stuff has to go against here. D is very witty and a smart character who gets just a little bit of luck in the story too. The reason I really enjoy this story is because the Rangers, who are the world's heroes, are exploiting the villains. It reminds me of the boys having that line of heroes actually being twisted and manipulative and insane, like Homelander. But it's still nice seeing that type of story with Power Rangers. We see the leader of the Rangers, the red one, is kind of crazy. As you can see in the thumbnail, he punches the fuck out of someone and they basically die. And the wall is all bloody and covered up, like straight from a scene from The Boys. As we follow D's character, we see other characters in this world who actually agree with his cause. One of the characters who agrees with D is someone I did not expect to support his cause. His name is Hibiki. Hibiki had an encounter with one of the Rangers when he was smaller and he lost his brother. He saw the Ranger didn't really care about what happened to him or his brother, so ever since then, he has not liked the Rangers. Well, he is in luck because he met D. Hibiki does not know D for a very long time, but he was able to believe in his mission very quickly. So much so that I could not believe what he did. He cuts off his arm to trick and escape some of the Ranger soldiers and letting D impersonate him. And seeing this fucking episode was just mind-blowing to me. There were so many episodes in this show where I just couldn't believe the ending because it was either a cliffhanger or something crazy that happened that I or the audience could probably not even guess what happened, like that moment with Hibiki and D. Yumiko is someone who got a lot of attention from fans for certain reasons, but I am not here to talk about those said reasons. Yumiko grabs my interest because she is part of the Ranger Force and is actually in the top rank, but for some reason, she isn't fully on the side of Rangers. Actually, she finds out D is impersonating Hibiki like this. She doesn't tell anyone about D and trying to infiltrate the Ranger Corps. She conversed with one of the monster gods we see towards the end of season 1, which was really strange. We do not know much about her character, but she has done some very shitty things that don't align line with her position in the Ranger Force, trying to kill off evil. I absolutely love the ending of season 1. This is going to be spoilers for the end of season 1, but it's nothing crazy. This is by far one of my favorite moments in the show. You see D is out to take out the Rangers. In order to do so, he had to disguise himself into a human Hibiki and meet other humans to achieve his goal. But as he schemes to get closer to these Rangers to take them out, he meets other cadets who are trying to achieve their dreams. He actually starts to like these humans. That conflicts him because he automatically assumed all humans were shitty, but it's just the Rangers. So he has a goal to kill the Rangers, but when the end of season 1 finally comes, we see one of the big bad monsters from the past, one that actually gives the Rangers a little spook. That monster really thought he was a god, and honestly, he was pretty fucking strong. So I thought he was a god. Well, this god, this monster, is actually D's creation. D literally got spawned in. Him and all those other weak monsters who are like servants all got spawned in by these creature gods. The monsters created him and his brothers to be henchmen, so he felt an obligation to help his creator, of course. It's someone who can actually take down the Rangers too because of the power, so he wants this. But one problem: this creator of D, this monster, this god, wants to kill everyone and everything, including these new friends, the humans. So he makes a very crazy decision that I thought he would never say. He says he wants to take down the monsters for being cruel and the Dragon Keepers down too. And in my opinion, he is fucking crazy for saying this because the amount of power that both sides that he wants to take down display in the show, I don't even know how the fuck he can pull this off. But this ending was perfect for me because the MC has an insane goal that everyone said he should not do. He gets farther than he thought, and he gets answers to his prayers. He gets the big bad monster, who is his creator, that has insane power. He sees their power firsthand, and this is how he knows he'll take down the Rangers. But then he sees the monster has flaws and decides, screw them, I'm gonna take both sides down because I don't want these two sides to be ruling the world. Just a great moment for the main character in changing his goals, in my opinion. I started watching this anime with my older cousin, and when we first started watching it, I believe we watched like 6 episodes, and then I believe I had to go work. It was when I left during that period of time. And Goku Loser Rangers is a show that has it. And when I say it has that story, that element that makes it different from other stories. And it reminds me of Attack on Titan, where Eren gets put in a crazy situation. There's a lot of morals and dilemma in his story and ethics. The fact that D, who's seen as a villain by the world, he's actually being slaved away for his entire life, and he wants more for himself and he wants freedom. And the people who are viewed as being good guys, the Rangers, are actually, well, in my opinion, I think they might be sick and twisted because they're using them against their will. It's just a crazy story that has elements that I just really enjoy. It has moral dilemmas. It has these people in this world turn a blind eye to these villains being able to get killed so easily and being forced to participate in this. Like, why would I think the villains would want to continue trying to win this fight when they clearly can't, when the Rangers display their actual power in these fights, because they don't even display 100% of the power. But this show is great. I can't wait for season 2. I believe it actually got confirmed a couple weeks ago. I saw a post about it, so I'm really excited about that. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to go watch all the other videos I've created. I have all types of anime videos on this channel, from sports to romance to action. I have it all here. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next one, guys. Have a great rest of the day. If you watched to the very end, thank you so much. You're a real one. Peace, everybody. Look up. Watch it done back. My boy. Oh.